It's been almost a month since the Superman teaser trailer debuted, and it has made an impact on YouTube. Hey everyone, this is Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you're looking forward to Superman and the new DCU, hit that subscribe button because we talk about it all the time here on the channel. And I want to talk about the Superman teaser trailer because when it dropped, I did a reaction. I thought it was fantastic, and I said I thought it was the perfect teaser trailer. Not a trailer, teaser trailer. This is exactly what they needed to do to show who the new Superman was, what the new era of Superman was going to be. And I've had a lot of people say they didn't like it. Some people say that they loved it. Some people say they didn't like it. People are over the map, as it should be. Everything is subjective. You can't please everybody. But I think as a teaser trailer, to usher in David Corenswet as Superman and, you know, the whole new cast and the James Gunn DCU, the James Gunn Peter Safran DCU, they needed to do something like that with this. And I thought this had all the elements that you needed in there. Now there is, I think, mass confusion as to, you know, Green Lantern and Hawkgirl showing up in this trailer for the average viewer, saying like, why are we muddling down a Superman movie with all these character cameos? And I believe James Gunn said, you know, they're not cameos. They feed the story. They are part of the story, and that's what I believe. That's how I look at this whenever they have characters. You know, I always think of The Dark Knight. Everyone always praises The Dark Knight, as they should. It's a fantastic movie. I'm not knocking it. But if I were to tell you the character list of that movie, without you watching it, you would say there's too many characters in this movie. So I always kind of use that as like my base. Like, look, you can say there's too many characters and too much going on, but you don't know what the story is that they're doing. And if they're all there to feed the story and they're all important pieces to the story, then let's shut up and see what we got. You can't say there's too many characters until you've seen the thing, and I can't wait. Look, Man of Steel is my number 1, number 2 superhero movie of all time. Fight me, whatever. It is what it is. I love that movie, but I'm so excited to see what we're going to get with the new Superman, because I also understand that while I love Man of Steel, a lot of people, and I think a lot of people do, I think Man of Steel is one that kind of grew on people throughout the years. But what came afterwards, we saw the decline in box office numbers and some of the quality and whatnot. And so you guys say, okay, now it's time to move on. And here we are, we're moving on. And the only option was to recast Superman once again. We saw the recasting, Tobey Maguire to Andrew Garfield to Tom Holland. And every time I did that, I was like, we just went through this. Why are we doing it? And every time it was kind of easy for me anyway to accept a new Spider-Man. So I feel like that's going to be the case for Superman. However, I do think when we go Ralph, Cavill, Corenswet now, that's kind of a lot in a short period of time as well. So we'll see how people react to it. And I've been saying on this channel like a moron that I think this movie won't hit $1 billion. It's going to do well. It'll do like the Batman numbers, probably like 700 to 800 million or whatever, maybe 6 to 8, somewhere in there. But now this trailer is the teaser trailer in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, or maybe 4 weeks tomorrow, whatever it is, has now surpassed the Man of Steel in views. And that's not even, in my opinion, the most incredible part of this. Let's check these numbers out right here. This is from the Moonlight Warrior at Black Magic Man 90 over on Twitter. The Superman teaser has officially surpassed Man of Steel's trailer view count. So let's look at Man of Steel first. 251,119,945 views uploaded in April 16th, 2023, with 254,000 likes. That's, you know, those are big numbers. But now we've got Superman from DC Studios here. Superman official teaser trailer. So, I mean, one's the third trailer, one's the teaser trailer. So take this as you will. But still, 51,149,343 likes posted December 19th, so not even a week ago, or not even a month ago. And then the likes, this is what is incredible to me, is the likes are 1.1 million. 1.1 million likes. That is an incredible amount of likes, and especially in comparison to the 254,000 likes that the Man of Steel got, which tells, and that was a fantastic trailer. I believe all of them were really good. This is the third one. I don't know if I remember that one specifically or not, but it was a great trailer. And this Man of Steel, this new Superman Man of Steel, whoa, look out, James Gunn is coming after me. But this new Superman trailer like I said, I thought it was the perfect trailer. And what's incredible is people are watching it over and over again. And based on these numbers and the likes, they are obviously liking this trailer very much. And they're sharing the trailer and they're having their friends and they're showing it to people who might not believe in this movie, who might not believe in the new DCU. They're showing them saying, hey, look, we've got something here. Look how good this is going to be. And I'm really curious what the numbers are going to be now when Fantastic Four drops, because that movie's coming out 2 weeks after Man of Steel again, 2 weeks after Superman. I'm really curious what the numbers for that trailer are going to be, but I also suspect that it'll be dropped probably around the Super Bowl, which is about a month away, not much far away. So we'll get that drop. So they might combine like viewership of that to the numbers online and whatever. But I'm really curious what that's going to be like. Are people excited for? Is it Superman people are excited for? Is it the new era of superhero movies that people are excited for? Or have people regained their confidence in superheroes? I think, again, the Superman trailer did everything you needed. It had Superman bleeding. It had Crypto. It showed that Crypto, is a dog, but it wasn't ridiculous in any way. You have Lois Lane. You have Lex Luthor looking like Hitman, like badass Lex Luthor and Luthor Corp. And all the classic elements of Superman are there. Obviously, we haven't gotten everything yet. The trailer has to come, which will give us the story and what's going on, which will give us context to Guy Gardner, to Hawkgirl, to the kaiju that we see. We're going to get all the context to that. I don't want to suspect we get context to why he's bleeding up in the Arctic or whatever. But I would also believe that James Gunn said that was not spoiling the movie at all. Like, that was all stuff very early on. And I always think of The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens trailer was a fantastic trailer. If you remember now, it's been 10 years. It's been over 10 years since that movie, so that's trailer. So the Force Awakens trailer comes out, and it was fantastic. And it was only the first 25 minutes of the movie. J.J. Abrams came out and said, this is the first 25 minutes of the movie. And I was like, that's fantastic. And I always think of trailers now like that. And I know Robert Zemeckis years ago when What Lies Beneath came out, that gave away like the twist ending. And he said, no, people want to know what's going to happen. We want to spoil movies in the trailer. And he did that with Castaway as well. Castaway showed in one of the trailers that he got off the island. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. And I was just like, why am I going to go? I didn't even bother caring to see Castaway because I already knew how it was going to end. So I didn't feel like it. But also Zemeckis' movies are all hits, so he's on to something. But I kind of like the idea of let's just show a portion at the beginning and not show too much. I just did a review of Skeleton Crew, and I did a video on Skeleton Crew a couple days ago, and I rewatched the trailer, and there was a couple shots. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen those yet. Those must be coming, and they all happened. I was like, it would have been. I mean, I should have rewatched it when I did, but I was like, I like it when they stick with early stuff. Show me the beginnings. Let me be surprised as it goes along. But that's a personal preference for me. But that made me excited when he said that. There's so much more in this movie. And again, we don't know what the plot of this movie is going to be either. We have no idea what the plot of this movie is going to be. And so that's going to be exciting to see when we get to that, how it's going to lead into other things, because James Gunn said it's an isolated movie, which I do believe him, but I also believe it's going to leave room for Supergirl. Like, we're going to have... It's going to have branches extended for these other films in the DC. Not all the films in the DC, but for other films in the DCU. And again, not to go back to Star Wars, but I'm going to. You look at the very first Star Wars movie, A New Hope, and that is an isolated film, but it leaves room for a sequel, obviously, and for a whole world to be developed. And I think that is what... And James Gunn said that the DC was going to be looked at more like Star Wars. I think that's how you approach these things. Is you say, this is a one-off, but... there are rooms for sequels, and the sequel part of it doesn't take away from the movie itself. It doesn't end with, what's going to happen next? It ends, but because of the events of the film, it leads you to, if we wanted to do a sequel, this is what it could be about. And I think that's what we're going to get from the DCU, or from Superman, and I'm very excited about that. But these numbers are telling me that this movie, if this movie is good, like the next trailer will get a really good sense now. But if this movie is good, if it's as good as James Gunn says and believes that it is, this movie could crush the $1 billion number at the box office. This could be Superman's biggest impact in cinema history, if these numbers are any indication. Now, you can yell at me and say, these are not, blah, 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 blah. That's true. I mean, we don't know yet. I mean, again, the next trailer has to come out, and it also has to be a very solid trailer. If the next trailer is not very good, then, then this is all for nothing. But I believe that it will be solid. I think they're going to put every piece of effort they have into making this movie appear to be the greatest movie ever made and the most perfect Superman film that you can have. And I think it might actually be the most perfect Superman movie we've ever gotten. Will it be the best one? I don't know. Like I've said before, like I love Man of Steel. I don't know if I will like this more than Man of Steel. I don't know if my brain will allow me to. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I love Man of Steel so much, I might watch this and go, that was really good, but it was no Man of Steel. But also, on the other hand, I might look at it and be like, wow, that might actually be my favorite Superman movie, and you know what? Anytime I go see a movie, that's my hope. When I go see a new superhero movie, I hope the next superhero movie is my favorite superhero movie. When I go see Star Wars, the next Star Wars, they haven't been, but the next Star Wars would be my favorite Star Wars movie. And that's how I approach all the movies that I go to. I'm like, I hope this is the best damn movie that you can make, because that's what I'm here for. That is what I'm paying the money for. So that's what I'm hoping from Superman. But these numbers are incredible to me. I think, look, if the next show is good, like I said, and the movie ends up being good, because I think if the movie's good, the movie's going to have like the diehard Superman DC fans going right away. But then there's other fans like, I've been butthurt. I've been not butthurt. I've been hurt. I've been burned in the past. I don't like DC. DC's too dark, all this other stuff. And now you can have the actual fans who go see the movie say like, you know what? No, this is one that you might want to check out. This is something you might want to see. And then they can go, and that will prolong the box office life and keep those numbers going. But all of that remains to be seen. It's an exciting time for DC, though. This is a great start. I don't think you could ask for a better start to the DCU. And on top of it, Creature Commandos was renewed for a season 2. So it's just been like all flowers so far for roses and flowers for James Gunn and Peter Safran at DCU. I mean, at some point they're going to stumble. But right now, all is good in the world of DC. And it's good to, like, DC has a chance now to I think, it's Marvel. I don't know what it is, Marvel, whatever. But I think DC it's on their way up, and DC could surpass Marvel by the end of 2026 after Supergirl. If Supergirl is what James Gunn is telling us it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you spending some of your day with me. Give us a like and subscribe. Until next time, may be the master of your own universe.